after the start to set the tone for the road trip here?
Well, we talk about the fact they have an emotional advantage on us coming in. They're at a critical time. They're 7 points out, but they have 3 games in hand. So every one of those guys can be wired and ready to go. They're fast and they're veteran. And it will be physical here tonight. You're right. Like, we've had some unusual games in this building especially. We want to get our forecheck game, and we want to keep working on that. It's probably the theme that we're trying to establish now is do the things that we need to do to get in and get on the forecheck and be consistent with that. They have enough transition speed, and they'll get their back end up the net. This is going to be tough, right? It's going to be hard to handle. You don't want to be going one way where they're going the other, especially with some of the skill level they have. But we've managed that well. Gap's really important. You can't give great players ice time, and you've got to be physical.
Sure, with the gaps, how important is the gap control tonight against the Blue Liners, particularly when you have Carlson and Letang out there?
Yeah, and that's the danger, right? So they'll get up the ice on you. You can usually handle the first 2 or 3. That's easy enough. And if you don't, the problem would be some of their high end creates a gap. So you give those guys a little, and then they'll curl up, and then they start hitting late guys. So the first piece, we can't have any odd man rushes because you won't be able to control those, and especially when the chaos caused from an off man rush with the blue line that they have can be really dangerous. I think the template is Colorado. They have a number of guys that can really skate through the neutral zone, and they do have arguably the most offensive defenseman in the NHL, and he's up the ice and around the back of the net. So we handled it right from the start against Colorado. We'll need to be that good here tonight.
How much are you focused on also the battle down the middle tonight? Obviously deep for both teams, say Barkov, Crosby, Malkin, Bennett, because each guy kind of matches up there.
We would harder match at home probably with that. We've had an unusual, the idea would be Crosby and Barkov, and we've switched that at times. And so have they, when they got last change. But they're going to go 11-7, we think, here tonight. They'll be, which means Crosby, Malkin, Gensel, their elite guys are going to drop down on to what would be their fourth line. So the matchup is gone then at that point. Everybody's got to play against an elite player. And what I liked last game, and it's happened for 2 games, when you look at Stenlund's line, or what you would call our fourth line, they played against Ovechkin and they got shifts against McKinnon, and they played very, very well. So that'll be the template tonight.
Any line changes?
None.
Bobby
no. Sergei goes, correct.
Thanks so much.